Good evening, everyone. As we prepare for our singers, we want to give you guys a few reminders. First, please make sure you've silenced all of your devices. Secondly, we ask that you hold your applause until all of our singers have received their diplomas. And then lastly, we ask that you please stand for the senior processional. Thank you.
Please remain standing, and all males, please remove hats at this time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the invocation. Thank you.
Creator and maker of this magnificent universe, thank you for this special day. We ask for your blessings as we celebrate the end of our high school chapter and embark upon new chapters in our lives. Thank you for the world you have created. We invite your presence as we venture out to unlock our powers to influence and lead within the world. Thank you for your love, mercy, and grace. May you be with us all on our daily walk as we embark upon new endeavors on this lifelong journey. In all things we give thanks. Amen. Everyone, please be seated.
Good evening, Dr. Bridges, members of Edgecombe County Board of Education, NEHS administration, faculty and staff, parents, and other distinguished guests. I am Quinasia Bryant, and I am honored to stand before you as the class of 2022 salutatorian to extend a special, warm welcome to each and every one of you on behalf of North Edgecombe High School class of 2022. These past 4 years of high school have been memorable, encouraging, and at times a little challenging, but we made it. My fellow friends and classmates, I wish each one of us all the best as we journey into the real world. Remember, we will always stand as one, warriors forever. Again, on behalf of the entire graduating class, it is my honor to welcome you to the commencement ceremony. Thank you all so very much for the love, support, and guidance shown to us over the years. Once again, I say welcome.
On behalf of the entire North Edgecombe High School family, I would like to recognize several people who are instrumental in the success of our school and our graduates. Please stand to be recognized as I call your name. Reverend Raymond Privet, Board Chairman representing District 6. Dr. Evelyn Wilson, Vice Chairman of the Board representing District 1. Dr. Lily Worsley, Board Member representing District 2. Dr. Evelyn Johnson, Board Member representing District 3. Mr. William Ellis, Board Member representing District 4. Dr. Valerie H. Bridges, Superintendent. Dr. Michael Myrick, Deputy Superintendent and Chief Academic Officer. Ms. Charlene Pittman, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. Ms. Erin Swanson, Assistant Superintendent of Innovation. Dr. Robert Batts, Director of Secondary Education. And Ms. Evelyn Powers, County Commissioner. At this time, Dr. Bridges, our superintendent, will address the graduates.
So welcome to the North Edgecombe High School graduation ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. Absolutely. So congratulations to our class of 2022. I'm Dr. Valerie Bridges, the super proud Superintendent of Edgecombe County Public Schools, and we are proud of each of you and hopeful for your future. I would like to take a moment to thank a few people on behalf of our graduates. Thank you to our Edgecombe County board members. They stood earlier, but I would like to say thank you to them for their support of our students throughout our district. Thank you and gratitudes extended to Ms. Brown, the principal of North, and Ms. Joyce, the assistant principal. We appreciate your hard work and dedication to the students and their efforts as they have matriculated to underclassmen through to seniors. To the North Edgecombe staff members, thank you for loving students, extending yourself beyond the traditional school hours and days to ensure that students would be successful. And here we are on graduation day, so thank you. And last but not least, our families, guardians, caretakers, and friends for supporting a special graduate throughout the years, helping them to make wise decisions and caring enough to sometimes tell them no or not right now. Thank you for being that kind of friend and family that they needed to make good life decisions and reap fruitful results. We thank you, and we just ask that you continue to support them as they move in the right direction. I want to share just a few key points, and then I want you all to continue to enjoy your graduation day. Work hard, but play hard too. And in the process, take care of yourself. Life is tough, but you are tougher. I promise you, life will have challenges, ups and downs, zigs and zags, but stay the course. We must give space to grace and mercy. Grace is showing courtesy and goodwill towards another person. Grace is unwarranted and undeserved. It's unmerited favor. Mercy is compassionate treatment when you have the authority to punish or avenge. So to extend grace and to show mercy is an act of kindness and empathy. When you choose to give someone another chance, is showing them love. I am suggesting that you decide today to love rather than to hate. I'm suggesting that you give people the benefit of the doubt while also taking care of yourself. So work hard and love people. Put in more effort than you think you need to so that you can ensure that you're successful and can finish the proverbial race. Play hard and have safe fun. I know that sounds kind of funny, fun and be safe in the same sentence, but I want you to enjoy life and not wait to have fun because I'm a mom and a grandmother, I have to tell you to be safe, right? It's just part of what happens. So follow your gut and your intuition. Use good judgment and think before you do. Take care of you. It's okay to tell friends no and to sit this one out if they're doing something that you're not comfortable doing. So here's a litmus test. If your teacher or your mother, your pastor, your father, or your future child were able to see what you were doing, if it would make you proud, then you can go forward and do it. If it would not make you proud in doing it in front of any of those people, then that's the time to sit it out. We must stay the course and continue the race for our dreams and our goals. It's okay to take risks, but make sure they're calculated and they're strategic. That means you plan your steps and think before you act. Change your course and your pathway as needed to avoid danger, and also make sure that that pathway that you're on, you have an opportunity to make magic, and magic will happen. But you have to stay in the game of life. You have to find your place and your space to extend and receive grace and mercy. I always say we need three friends, three types of friends. One friend that walks ahead of us, that friend is guiding you. They're mentoring you and showing you the way. They have potentially experienced the things that you haven't encountered yet. One friend is walking alongside you and experiencing and learning with you. You're both correcting and encouraging each other and helping each other to the next level. And a third friend is walking behind you. You are supporting and guiding that friend and helping them along the way, helping them to experience success, helping them to make it to the next level. So 3 friends, one behind, one in front, and one alongside. We each will be in that role in different parts of our life, depends on situations and depends on the friends that we pick, but each of us will be the friend in front, the friend alongside, and the friend behind. Graduates, please make your dreams a priority. You must be obedient to your needs and to your life plans. Cherish these precious moments, spend time with family and friends, stay connected to positive people, and I pray that your life is abundantly successful and full of promising opportunities. Congratulations, enjoy your graduation day, and please, please remember, your super proud superintendent, Dr. B, she loves you. Take care.
It is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker for this evening. Mr. James L. Knight is a native of Macclesfield, North Carolina, and a product of Edgecombe County Public Schools. He is a 2007 graduate of North Carolina Central University with a Bachelor's of Art in English. He receives his Master's of Art in Literature from Middlebury College in Vermont in 2012, and his Master's in School Administration from East Carolina University in 2015. Mr. Knight is a 2021 alumni of the Project I-4 program and is recently a doctoral student at East Carolina University. Mr. Knight served as a high school English teacher for 6 years, after which he transitioned to service in administration. During his 14 years in education, his passion has remained the same. That passion is a desire to provide a quality education for each and every student. He is passionate about operating with a sense of urgency and equity when it comes to all students, and he feels it is imperative that all students are given access to the opportunities that they deserve. To this end, Mr. Knight is a co-creator and co-developer of Race and Reality, a professional development course designed to help educators and educational leaders examine and improve their practices regarding students in rural areas and students of color. This passion and determination has recently earned an award for excellence in education from the Global Forum for Education and Learning. Mr. Knight is married to the former Benita Kinney, and together they have 3 children, James III, Sarai, and Bruce Robert. He is also a member of the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporation. Following our musical selection, the next voice you will hear is none other than Mr. James L. Knight, Jr.
Graduates, my brother Jeremy and I are going to sing a song to you tonight that our mom taught us. It's a famous selection, just Eyes of the Sparrow. And as a product of Edgecombe County Public Schools, we know you do great work as we have. Been proud to be Edgecombe County graduates as well. So congratulations. His Eyes of the Sparrow.
Tough act to follow. Greetings, North Edgecombe High School family, to your Honorable Principal, Ms. Siobhan Brown, to your Assistant Principal, Ms. Caroline Joyce, to your Superintendent, Dr. Valerie Bridges, distinguished board members, and other district leaders, and especially to you, North Edgecombe High School class of 2022. I am so ecstatic to be here in the institution that was my home for several years, with people who remain my family even to this day. You all have nurtured me, loved me, and believed in me before I started to. This school has made an indelible impact on my life, and for that I am forever grateful. Commencements are often a time when one reflects on one's experiences, from the most recent and vivid memories to the most distant and faded ones. This is not just a time when you as students reflect. This is also a time when your parents reflect and reminisce as they gaze upon you with blurred vision, tears attempting to escape their eyes. They think back to the time when you took your first step, to your first day of kindergarten, your first crush, and yes, the first time that you realized that your parents were not perfect. Your parents have waited for this day with longing, excitement, and though it may be hard to believe, a sense of dread. Yes, a slight sense of dread to think that a phase of your life where they had the power to protect you and shield you from much of the world has come to an end. Dread as they wonder whether or not they have prepared you for society and its demands and small margins for error. Whether or not they have validated you to a point where you don't have to seek it in unwanted and dangerous places. Whether or not the lessons they have taught you with their words may have been undone in some way by some of their actions. In the time that it takes for you to march across this stage, your parents have examined your entire lives right up to this moment. This year has been incredibly challenging for you all. You all went back to learning in a physical building for the first time, all while a pandemic was real and still is very real. You came in full of angst, fear, and uncertainty, but you had one real goal: graduation. And look where you are now. You're here in this beautiful place, celebrating and commemorating this awesome achievement. You have most definitely achieved your goal. But is that really the goal? Now, forgive me for challenging you and asking you to critically think yet once again. You've done it all year, and I know you're tired, but trust me, there'll be plenty of time for cookouts and celebrating and kickbacks and parties and viral moments for the gram. But I want you to think about something, because I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I did not tell you what was out there. So here it goes. You've all reached the point of your life where it's time to stop treating you like children and start having adult conversations. So, are you ready? Are you ready to know what's out there and what's waiting for you? Are you sure you can handle it? Okay, I'm getting ready to tell you. Here's the big secret. Here's the truth. Here's what is waiting for you in that great big world. You ready? So the answer is, I have absolutely no idea. That one was free. That's it. That's the answer. Now, take a deep breath. Take this monumental, life-changing information in and just breathe. Process it. Because it sounds daunting and overwhelming when someone tells you that. And it may even be a little bit scary. But let me tell you what else it is. It's exciting. It's exhilarating. And it's a recipe for an awesome adventure. I learned a long time ago that it is okay not to see the entire staircase as long as I can see the first step. That means that I have to be intentional about each step that I take. So here's a moment of transparency. About 2 months into the pandemic, it became clear to me that it was going to be a crazy roller coaster of a ride. We went from being out of school for what we thought was going to be 2 weeks, and then 2 months, and what ended up being a full school year. And during that time, 2 months in, I lost my job. I was not prepared for that. That was definitely one of the most uncertain times of my life. I mean, here I was with a wife and at the time 2 children to support, and I was losing my job. I had no idea what was waiting out there for me. So, I did know one thing. I had to start taking steps. So I did. I filled out 1 application, I filled out 5 applications, I filled out 10 applications. I went to 1 interview, I went to 2 interviews, I went to 3 interviews. And within a month, I was able to find a job. But when you've been told that you're going to lose your job and both of your children are under 2 years old, well, 2 and under, yes. Both your children are 2 and under, that month is a very, very, very long time where you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. So I do say that to say this. You are about to embark on a major adventure full of twists and turns and ups and downs, similar to what Dr. Bridges just told you. And it's okay not to be exactly sure what the future holds for you right now. But what is not okay is for you to not keep walking and seizing every opportunity that comes your way. Embracing uncertainty is not about being complacent. It's not about being lazy. It's not about being nonchalant about your future. It's about being open. It's about being curious. It's about being intentional with each step because you don't see the entire staircase. Your parents can tell you what was waiting for them in the world, but they can only tell you that now in hindsight. Your teachers and administrators can tell you what awaited them, but they can only tell you that from lived experiences. And as disappointing as it may be, this commencement speaker can't even crack the code for you. Because as my story just illustrated, there are still blank pages in front of me. So here it is. Here's what I can tell you. Have an idea of what you want, but don't be so chained to it that you start to suffer from tunnel vision and miss the vastness and opportunity and potential before you. Write your vision, make it plain, but consider writing it with a pencil. Because sometimes the vision is a living, breathing document, and you won't always see that vision with the same eyes. Be okay with an undecided major, because it means you get to discover what you want for a career. But don't stay undecided because you are afraid to take a leap. Once you make your decision, stand 10 toes down in it, because failure teaches you just as much as success does. So even if you fail, stand up in it. No matter what happens, know this: you are indeed powerful beyond measure, as Marianne Williamson says. That light may frighten you, but as Williamson goes on to say, we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous, when actually the question is, who are you not to be? It does not serve our world for you to live small. So I say to you, class of 2022, while it is perfectly acceptable to be uncertain about your life, it is certainly not acceptable to live small. You have lived life in the face of a pandemic and political and social unrest. You have never lived small, so why start? Go out there, live big, take up space, be fully, authentically, and unapologetically you. Do not, and I repeat, do not shrink. The rest of the world will just have to adjust. Congratulations, class of 2022. You did it. Now keep doing it, whatever it is. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Knight, for those wise words. Let's give him another round of appreciation. I have the pleasure of standing before you today to recognize several students for special honors. I will begin with our Citizenship Award. This award is voted on by the faculty and staff, and one senior is chosen to receive this award. The criteria includes exhibiting outstanding conduct, cooperation, and character. The recipient is one who does not hesitate to volunteer his time to help fellow students, staff members, and others in need in any way possible. I am proud to present the class of 2022 Citizenship Award to Quantrez Bailey. Please come forward to receive your award. Next, I will recognize our North Carolina academic scholars. In March 1983, the State Board of Education approved the North Carolina Scholars Program to recognize students who complete requirements for an academically challenging high school program. Students must maintain an overall weighted grade point average of 3.5 or above, meet all requirements for a high school diploma, and complete a designated number of credits per subject area. Will the following members of the class of 2022 stand at your seats to be recognized as North Carolina scholars? Becky Lamelli Morales, Quinasia Bryant, Jeremiah Grant, Rashida Drone, Demaya Felder, and Michaela Hudson. This year, Edgecombe County Public Schools is recognizing students who exhibited exemplary academic achievement throughout their high school career with a high-ranking GPA. Today, we honor them with the following distinctions. Students who will graduate with a final cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 3.99 are given the distinction of cum laude, which means with honor. These graduates are recognized by a bronze medal signifying their academic achievement. Will all cum laude graduates please rise? That is Quinasia Bryant, Demaya Felder, Jeremiah Grant, and Michaela Hudson. Thank you. You may be seated. Students who graduate with a final cumulative GPA of 4.0 to 4.249 are given the distinction of magna cum laude, which means with great honor. These graduates are recognized by a silver medal signifying their academic achievement. Will all magna cum laude graduates please rise? Becky Lamelli Morales. To be recognized as an honor graduate, a student must maintain a minimum 3.83 grade point average. We are proud to recognize the following members of the class of 2022 as honor graduates. Please stand as your name is called. Quinasia Bryant, Jeremiah Grant, and Becky Lamelli Morales. The title salutatorian is awarded to the student with the second highest grade point average in the graduating class. The North Edgecombe High School class of 2022 salutatorian is Quinasia Bryant. The title valedictorian is awarded to the student with the highest grade point average in the class. The North Edgecombe High School class of 2022 valedictorian is Becky Lamelli Morales. At this time, we are moving to the part of the ceremony we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. I would like to invite Superintendent Dr. Bridges and Board Chair Reverend Privet, as well as Assistant Principal Caroline Joyce, to join me in shaking hands and congratulating our graduates. Ms. Joyce will call the names. Families, we know you are all so extremely proud of your graduates. We are as well, and we know this is an awesome occasion for celebration. We do ask that you hold all applause until the last graduate has been recognized so that every family can clearly hear the name of his or her graduate. Unfortunately, if you do not uphold these expectations, we will have to escort you out, and so we thank you in advance for making this a special moment for all of our graduates. Thank you.
Bria Ariel Alston. Jennifer Avalenda Vega. Quantrez Zaire Bailey. Jolie Bamaka Ramirez. Heaven Liatna Barfield. Kristen Leanne Bolin. Quinasia Latrice Bryant. Macavion Javon Bullock. Diego Alexander Burgos. Jaquivion Damon Dozier. Rashida Shante Drawn. Alasia Deshay Epps. Demaya Rashay Felder. Marquez Amir Garrett. Antonio Gonzalez Oviedo. Jeremiah Lynette Grant. Manzea Elijah Hedgepath. Michaela Janelle Hudson. Sean Maurice Irving, Jr. Asia Renee Jones. Elijah Sean Jones. Samuel Alejandro Ledesma. Nicholas Canavy Lewis. Becky Lomeli Morales. Eric Enrique Lopez Calistro. Joseph Raheem Macklin. Alexander Ranger Madre. Amir Marquise Malloy. Amarion Trayshawn McCrae. Demetrius Rayshawn McDowell. Jaquez Maurice Nicholson. Alexis Pablo Trejo. Gregorio Ramirez Flores. Johanna Reyes Urbina. Adolfo Angel Reyes. Mia Janae Smith. Ja Africa Makeith Stallings. Austin Wyatt Tate. Nasiah Emil Wallace Taylor. Zataria Brachet Francis Thomas. Chris Vieta Alonso. Elijah Naquan Lapolo Whitaker. Tanaria Ashanzi Wilkins. LaMonica Janelle Winstead. And in special memory of Devon Keyshawn Hargrove. Please join me in the celebration of our class of 2022 North Edgecombe High School graduates.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, what an awesome accomplishment. Thank you, families. At this time, please welcome to our stage our valedictorian, Becky Lamelli Morales, who will give her farewell address.
Dr. Bridges, Ms. Brown, Ms. Joyce, members of the Board of Education, faculty, staff, parents, distinguished guests, and last but not least, my fellow classmates. Dr. Seuss once wrote, and I quote, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." Just a few years ago, we were walking together down the elementary hallways, and here we are now walking together one last time. This is where most of us part ways. But class of 2022, the experiences, laughters, arguments, and memories will forever live on. I don't know about you, but this moment, us being here, graduating today, it feels incredibly surreal, but it definitely just happened. Walking the stage was the moment we so heavily anticipated. We never thought this day would come, yet we prayed for its fast approach, counting down the years, months, weeks, and days. Now that we've lived it, I have mixed emotions because this means we'll be leaving friends who cared for and inspired us, as well as teachers who have not only fulfilled their purpose as teachers, but as mentors, role models, and partners in our educational journey as well. A simple thank you is not enough for the grand sense of appreciation I feel for those who have not only shaped my life, but the lives of my peers forever. I am only certain of two things. The first being that tonight we became high school graduates, North Edgecombe alumni, and the second being that tomorrow is not promised. Don't take time for granted. Instead, appreciate it and make every second count by cherishing every given moment and making the best of it. I don't consider myself wise enough to give you experiential life advice, seeing as how I'm in the same boat as you all. However, I want to pass on to you all wise words of wisdom I've received throughout my years. Now, I'm sure you all have heard this thousands of times, but I want y'all to hear it from me one last time. It is completely okay to not know exactly what you want to do with your life after leaving here today, or where you want to go with your life once you graduate. You have the rest of your lives to figure it out. You have the rest of your lives to explore, make mistakes, learn, and grow from those mistakes. Sometimes the best experiences, outcomes, or results come from the least expected situations, and sometimes those same mistakes we stumble upon. I challenge you all to be the architects of your own lives. Whether you color the world or light it up blue, you are making a difference. Keep being you. Dr. Seuss. Don't follow someone else's paved pathway. Create your own. Create your own path. Be the best you can be, because there's no one like you, just like there's no one like me. Just because you see someone succeeding today does not mean you won't be the one succeeding tomorrow. It's a matter of having the right mindset, the strength, faith, and determination to get where you want to be. Following in someone else's footsteps is not going to get you where you were meant to be, nor will it help you find your purpose in life, no matter how much of a good role model that person may be to you. Because you are not them. We are created with a different purpose. Do not lose yourself trying to fit someone else's image. This may be the end of our high school journey, but it's only the beginning of our lifelong journey. We've had many laughs, arguments, moments where we've helped each other, looked out for one another, and we've watched each other grow over our years together. But this is where we say goodbye and hold those memories dear to our hesitant hearts. Remember, if we made it through a year and a half of Zoom and virtual learning, we can make it through anything. We definitely struggled, there's no doubt about it, but I feel that it was worthwhile, because if you take a look around, we'll not only see our peers, but our family members, friends, and angels from up above who watched us grow into the beautiful, strong, and resilient young people we are today. A few years back, I was given the character word insurmountable. The definition was to not be overthrown or overtaken. Ever since I received my character word, I've tried living up to it. To me, knowing that someone sees me as insurmountable serves as motivation to not give up or let myself fall back while attempting to pursue something. Today, I challenge you all to be insurmountable. I urge you all to embrace all opportunities presented before you while putting your best foot forward in every situation, while also remembering that you are too great to be overcome by obstacles or people waiting to see you trip up and afraid to see you succeed. I wish you all nothing but the best as we part ways, but remember, things aren't always easy, pretty, and colorful. There will be times where you feel at a loss, but that's just part of the learning process, bringing you one step closer to attaining success. I hope you all take advantage and make the best of your life after high school. Fellow graduates, no matter how close we are or not, I want you all to leave this building tonight knowing that I am proud of every single one of you sitting here in front of me. It might have taken some failures, hardship, retries, but you guys pushed through, and that's what matters most. Don't let anyone downgrade the importance of your accomplishments today. As you go on, remember that the only thing constant in life is change. Change your story as many times as you need to be happy and content with your life and those around you. North Edgecombe High School, class of 2022, thank you for the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the memorable moments in between. Congratulations, and I bid you all a fond farewell.
I am so proud of each and every one of you. Thank you all for the light and the joy you have brought into our lives. Will all graduates please rise? You came into this auditorium as students of North Edgecombe High School, but you will leave as alumni. To Superintendent Dr. Bridges and to the Edgecombe County Board of Education, the students who stand before you have met and far exceeded the requirements set forth by the State Board of Education for high school graduation. So by the power vested in me by the Edgecombe County Board of Education and the State of North Carolina, I now pronounce you graduates of North Edgecombe High School with all rights and privileges afforded hereby. Will everyone please join me in saluting our newest graduates in the class of 2022 as you now turn your tassels. At this time, we ask everyone to please stand for the benediction.
May all males please remove your hats. Gracious Creator, thank you for allowing us to reach and celebrate this grand milestone. We ask now for your almighty hand to be upon each graduate as we journey through life. Bless our lives from this day forward with goodness and success. Enable us to stay true to our dreams for your greater glory, to discern what is right, good, and just, and to use our gifts wisely. Empower us to walk into the future with faith, hope, and love, guided by your light so that we may unlock our power to influence and lead in today's society. May your grace, mercy, and peace be upon us all. Amen. Please remain standing for the senior recessional.